Hey nerds, Alex here from Nerds Being Geeks, and I got my very first EGS graded book. Let's check it out. Before we get into the video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to Nerds Being Geeks. Let's get into the video. Alright, so before we unbox this package, there is a story that goes with this EGS book. I won this book in a competition that was hosted by the Comic Book Canon. Comic Book Canon talks about the latest news, the hottest books of the week. They also have people submit their weekly pickups. Each week they pick their favorite submitted book, and at the end of the month, everyone that won that week battles it out for a winner. And I actually won. Now, I think I was in the finals 3-4 times before winning. So you gotta have a really cool pickup. And it's not just the most expensive book. They pick ones that have really cool stories with them. They picked a book because it was their kid's favorite, or it's a really cool cover, or there's some story related to it. It's not just, hey, they got the most expensive book, we're gonna pick them. No, it's there's a lot more into it. So if you've never checked out the Comic Book Canon, go follow them on Instagram, watch them on YouTube, check them out. They're really cool guys. So that's the story about how I won this EGS book. So the winner every month gets a free book from EGS. The book is pre-selected, but I'm not going to turn down a free comic book. Now, I honestly can't remember which book is put in here, but I'm excited to check it out. EGS just got new slabs that are higher quality than what they previously were. And from what I hear, they're a lot like the CBS slabs. So as you can see, this thing is sealed, but I'm not going to open it up on camera because that is going to take forever. So I'm going to come right back after I open this up, and I will be right back. All right, so yeah, this is the inside, pretty well sealed. Got some styrofoam. That's always fun to pick up, but I'm glad it's protected. All right, so styrofoam piece. So, I mean, yeah, it's pretty well sealed in there. Pretty well protected. Alright, so I had some bubble wrap fall out. So they wrapped it in bubble wrap, and it's got these comic book shippers. And they are empty. I didn't expect anything in there, but all right, so here is the EGS. It's wrapped pretty well. I don't know if you can hear that. Probably not, but there is something shaking in there. So I don't know. Hopefully that's not the book. But I will fast forward through all this. Okay. Finally got it unwrapped, which is awesome. I'm glad it's super sealed. I'm glad it is protected. I think that is great. All right, so it is wrapped in this plastic, and it comes with a certificate of authenticity. Experts Grading Service LLC has signed the certificate to authenticate the copy of, I'm not spoiling that yet, on this date. And then there's the date, and they have awarded this book a 9.8. Fun fact, I do not own a 9.8 in my collection. I got a 9.6, but not a 9.8. So that's exciting. All right, so I'm taking it out. Now remember, I did not send this book off. This was a competition that I won through Comic Book Canon, who partners with EGS to hand out a free EGS graded book every month. Here's a certificate. I just wanted to make this clear that it wasn't sent to me as a review or an advertisement. It was just something that I won, and I wanted to show it off. And I also wanted to kind of do a review of EGS. And the reason is because EGS is becoming more and more popular in the grading comic book community. There's been a lot of flack from CGC. Over the last few years, CGC has done some questionable things, as in the bad idea, empty cases being graded, the whole facsimile from Ultimate Fallout 4 with the acetate covers. So, they've had a lot of issues. CBCS has also been getting a lot of flack because they lost a ton of books. Their turnaround time has been atrocious. At the time of recording, I've waited, 15 months for my books to come back from CBCS. So I am not happy about that. PGX is almost non-existent. So, EGS is up and coming. They've upgraded their cases. They do a lot of customization. And so I wanted to give them a try. I think this will be a good test run. If I like it, I'll definitely send some books in. All right, so taking it out of the sleeve. And there's the back cover. And the book is Silver Surfer Rebirth #1. It's a really cool Silver Surfer and Thanos cover. Really love that purple. Now, with EGS, you will, you can customize the label. So I think that's really cool that you can have a label that really complements the cover. You don't have to customize it. You can just leave it the universal blue. But I think that's a really cool idea to have the label kind of reflect the cover. I think that's a really cool thing for collectors, not so much flippers. I think people that are going to keep these books in their collection can really do some cool stuff with these labels to reflect their collection. They can do, I've seen things like military insignia on there. I've seen Mjolnir on here. You can do a lot of cool things. They do different types of art. I've seen spider webs. I've seen, Miles Morales colored suits, like the red and black up here to match Miles Morales. So as a collector that doesn't flip, I think that's a really cool idea. I think that can really show off your collection really well. So this book, this case is it's thicker. It's definitely thicker. Oh, you hear that? I'm trying to figure out where in the case that comes from. Is it the welding? Oh, okay. Yeah, so the whole interior welding moves. Okay, well, good to know. Yeah, man, that's kind of a bummer. That whole thing does move really a lot. The only thing that's stopping it are these rivets right here. but I don't. See if you can. So yeah, that should not be moving. And maybe that's why it was part of the competition. It was free. So I'm not going to really complain, but the whole inner welding moves within the case. Now, I don't know if that was, like I said, part of, hey, give this, in this competition, here's a free book. The encapsulating didn't quite hold, but we'd like to show off the cases. No idea. I haven't reached out to Tony, the president of EGS, but that is unfortunate. You do not want your books to move in there. I have a CGC book that is very similar. The case is sturdy. It's pretty hefty. I like it. It does feel secure, even though the whole thing in there moves. And along with that, the label moves with it. You cannot see it on camera very well, but yeah. But yeah, you can feel and slightly see it shifting within the case. Another thing I notice is the header on the label is definitely warped. I don't know if that'll even. Yeah, you can see the label is warped in there. So you can see it. You can't really see it on camera from here, but definitely you can see the label is warped. That's also unfortunate. All right, so yeah, you can see the book move inside here. Let me get away from the microphone just to show. So yeah, it is warped. And the book moves, like I've said. I don't really know what to say on that. I mean, it was free, so I can't complain too much. And I want to stress, I have no idea how they select their books for this competition to give out for free. If it is goods that are damaged, or maybe somehow in shipping, something happened, but I didn't see any damage to the box. I just don't know. So grading wise, I've never had a 9.8, so I'm not. I never really go off of grades, but I don't know if you can see this, but there are some nicks on the corner, but I think that's manufacturer, just like how it was cut. But I'm not 100%. Let me see if I can't get a better shot. Okay, so yeah, during that shot I also noticed there is some okay. Yeah, there's a gap in between the slip here, and if you can hear that. Yeah, so that took barely any pressure to actually get my fingers in here. I'm almost like splitting the case open. So Yeah. Yikes. Okay. I, um, hmm. Yeah, this whole, hmm. Well, I don't want to talk too much crap about this, but, if I paid for this service, I would not be happy. And like I said, I do not know if this was already damaged before. It's a company that want to get their name out there. They don't want to lose money. But I don't know why they would send uh stuff out without announcing, hey, this isn't exactly perfect. uh because currently right now, I would not want to send a book out to EGS. The I mean, the slab is hefty, but I have this huge gap uh here. There's warping all through the header. It doesn't lay flat. If you can see, the book moves in the case. So those are all negatives towards this. I mean, the cover's cool. The header to match the cover, I love the customization. I think that's really cool. But the welding on here just isn't up to par. And like I said, if I actually paid for this service, I'd be pretty unhappy. I got a book from CGC that took 16 months to get here to me. And same thing. Gap in the case. Warping on the header. It just wasn't up to what I would consider my standards. Okay, so yeah, I see another thing as I was talking about it, these top rivets are pushing into the header, and it is making it fold and warp. So hopefully you saw that. I could definitely see it hitting that rivet, which is causing it to bend, and it probably is warping the whole thing. As of right now, would I send things to EGS? I would not. Do I think this looks awesome? Would it look good on the shelf? Hell yeah. The header matching the book is a really cool idea. I think it looks good. It's eye-catching. But everything else, to me, is not, I would say, the best. But like I said, I got this for free. I did not pay for this. This was not sent to me as a review. This was not sent to me as, anything other than a competition that I won. And I do not want to bash EGS, but I will not be sending books to them. So on the back of the header is, EGS's website and the serial number for the book. So it's not on the front of the label. It is on the back. All right, guys. So that was my review of a free EGS book that was sent to me from a competition that I won. EGS is Expert Grading Service, and they are a grading company for comic books. I'd love to hear from Tony about his EGS book at some point. Like I said, I do not know if this happened in shipping or if it was already like that before it was shipped, but I wanted to give an honest review because I have no dog in this fight. But that is just what I came across on here. And I know all this stuff happens with the bigger books. The bigger companies like CGC and CBCS. Like I said, I have had this issue with CGC. I have not had it with CBCS. And I refuse to try PGX. So there you go, guys. There's my review. Do with it what you will. Let me know your thoughts. Have you guys sent books to EGS before? What has been your experience with them if you have? Let me know below. Reach out to me on Instagram. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.